Yo, what up, this your boy? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Coming at you from the wordplay. This is my little quick review on the Callisto protocol. This is my first review, my first PlayStation 5 review. This is something that I'm going to try to keep doing up. This is just my opinion. This is just what I feel. This is just what I think. You know what I'm saying? I played the game for a couple of hours now. You know, I got a couple of upgrades. You know what I'm saying? I seen a couple of the monsters and whatever, zombie, alien, whatever the hell you want to call them. A lot of people said that the combat, the combat is good. The dodging is a little bit iffy. You know what I'm saying? Well, the problem is people keep trying to compare it to Dead Space. This has Dead Space aspects of it, the stomping, you know what I mean, where you can shoot the arm, leg, head off of other people, but it's not Dead Space. You know what I'm saying? It has that same feel, but it ain't the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So the combat, I think the combat is good. I think the combat, you know what I'm saying, you feel every hit, you feel every blow, you feel every, bone breaking and, every swing that you take and all that, man. You feel all that, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the feedback, with the hype stick, on the control. I mean, you feel all that kind of stuff. The dodging is a little bit iffy. The dodging is going to take some getting used to. The dodging is what a lot of people said breaks the game, where you got to get it in the earlier aspect, in the earlier part of the game, or the if you get the guy, you got to get the feel of it. The thing with the monsters and stuff like that, like I said, the mutations or whatever, they say they got a couple of them different, enemies and varieties, man. I think they're good. I fought a couple of them, different ones, the robots, what I'm saying, stuff like that. They should be more robots, I think. There should be, I think, in the game more motion sensor parts, you know what I mean, when you pass by a part and it alerts robots and then they all come after you or something like that, or you know what I mean, or like restricted areas, you know what I'm saying, where you can't go to or something like that, and you kind of break in and robots break in. That's what I think, it should have happened, but again, I'm not the game designer, the game maker. The other thing that a lot of people said was the game is too short, it's too linear. Well, I think 12 hours is a good thing for the game. I think, what you're doing, what you're running around, what you got to do, what I'm saying, I think is good. I think, it's good enough where, you don't got to look around if you don't want to. Like I said, is you're a prisoner, you know what I'm saying? And you want to get the hell up out of there. You don't got time to be looking around, be sightseeing and stuff like that. I mean, if you do go off the beaten path, man, you find upgrades and you find more health and you find other things that could help you out, especially the credits to upgrade more stuff, you know what I mean, and blueprints and stuff like that you can find in the game. It helps you out, you know what I mean? So the more you explore, the better it is, the easier it is for combat, health, stuff like that. The other thing that a lot of people were talking about was the price. The price of the game, $70, $69.99. I think it's worth it, for a new IP, for the new studio, you know what I'm saying, striking distance or whatever the thing is, you know what I mean. I think they deserve that money. I think we should support them. And, that way the second part, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, if they decide to do a second part or DLC or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they should, hook it up. You know what I mean? The same way, it's not easy to come up, you know what I'm saying, straight up, AAA title, PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever, and then just kind of make it. Like I said, the guy that invented or the guy that created, Dead Space, you know what I'm saying, like this is a different game, you know what I'm saying. Dead Space is more like, you got to take your time, shoot them from long range, do what you got to do. This one you got to be more strategic. This one you got to be more hands-on. You know what I'm saying? This is more like, okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. You know what I'm saying? If you get overwhelmed, you're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to get jumped. You know what I'm saying? You're going to, but again, I think they should have added more prisoners. I think they should have added more guards. They should have added more of cameras, and you walking around, and you get picked up by cameras, or you got to deal with the drones. You got to deal with the security. You got to deal with the robots, the Terminators. Whatever. Yeah, I think they should make a different boss altogether, a tougher Terminator. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know once you get the shotgun or whatever, you blast them, 2-3 times, you're going to hit the ground. You know what I mean? They should have a whole, bunch of different ones. You know what I'm saying? But I just mean, again, the game for what it is, I think is good. The game for what it is, I have a good time with it. I've been having a really good time with it. I've been playing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's decent. You know what I'm saying? It's not the best game in the world. Nah, it got a flaw, of course. But, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those games where you could play it and you be like, you know what? I'm going to play it harder next time. Now that you know what you're looking at, what you're doing, now you be like, you know what? I could ramp up that difficulty and give it a whirl. Like I said, out of a 10, I got to give it a 7.5 out of a 10. It's not the best game, it's not the worst game, it's not complete garbage, it's not complete trash like people have been saying. It just takes some getting used to. It takes you as a player to adapt, to the game, to the monsters, to their attacks, to how you. And I think the biggest thing is the dodging of it. That's gonna be your biggest issue, your biggest, because it's different. It's not like you can spam the button, you know what I'm saying, and you going left, right, all over, doing backflips and stuff. It ain't that type of game, you know what I'm saying. This is more, real but not real. You know what I mean? I think this is the best I could do for this review. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you agree with me, leave it in the comments. If you don't agree with me, leave it in the comments. If you like it, subscribe. I'm gonna try different ones. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try different games. It kind of reminded me a little bit, going off topic. You know what I'm saying? Kind of Days Gone. When Days Gone came out, you fighting hordes of zombies, you're doing all different type of things. People hated that game, off the beginning, but it was different. You fought differently. You had to deal with hordes of zombies. You had to deal with not just one or two that could kill you quick. You got to deal with hundreds, thousands of zombies, you know what I'm saying, and blowing them up and doing little, Again, that game didn't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? Where credit is due. Is it a good game? Is it the best game? No. It's not gonna be Resident Evil. It's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like Left 4 Dead or something like that. But it's something different. You know what I mean? That's what I think we should look into. You know what I'm saying? It's something different. It's a new generation, a new console. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think it's very good. You know what I'm saying? Again, I give it a 7.5. Could it be better? Yeah. But for the IP, for a brand new IP, for somebody that did it the first time, you know what I'm saying, and it's brand new team, new everything, you could always expand on it. You know what I'm saying? They might make a part 2. That they're gonna do something else with it. You know what I'm saying? You could probably do it. If I were them, this is just, me thinking, have a different prisoner, a completely different point of view. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the earlier, when you first got to you know what I'm saying, with day 0, you know what I'm saying, when you got there, and you started to see the people changing, and you see the infection going, and you see all that, that you stuck in the middle of it. You know what I mean? That's what I think, for me personally, that's what I think they should do. Like I said, more weapons. It's the prison. Like, how many more weapons can you have between, stun batons, and stuff like that? They should bring up a shield. You know what I'm saying? You can have a shield, you know what I'm saying? You can have a different type of gun. You can have a different stun gun, or you can have different, like I said, the prison, they got shotguns and rifles and stuff like that. Man, you could use all that, you know what I'm saying? But I think, that should be, included in the game, or maybe sometime in the future of the game. But again, this review went a little bit longer. Again, I think it's 7.5. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the worst. I think it's something to get you to the next one, to the next game. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play Dead Space, then play Dead Space. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want. Yeah, that's just my review. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. Again, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. That's what I played so far. So if you like it, again, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna hit you up with the next one. All right, guys, stay up, stay blessed.